There was a time when owning an American-made handgun meant everything. It wasn't just a tool, it was a statement, a piece of steel, sweat, and freedom forged on home soil. And in 2025, when imported knockoffs are clogging the shelves, it's high time we remind folks what it means to make America great again, one finely crafted pistol at a time. These aren't mass-produced gimmicks from overseas. These are battle-ready, range-proven, American-built firearms that still hold the line, from the heartlands of Kentucky to the factories of Massachusetts. Whether it's your first handgun or your 15th, if you want something with backbone, history, and raw US performance, this list is your guide. And trust me, this ain't your average top 10. Some of these picks will surprise you, maybe even challenge what you thought made a gun great. So, let's dive in and celebrate the handguns that still carry the flag, because greatness starts at home. This ain't just a pistol, it's a message to the rest of the world. We still build legends over here. The Wesson Combat EDC X9 is what happens when American craftsmanship refuses to compromise. Built in Arkansas, designed by people who believe in the Constitution more than convenience. You're not getting stamped parts and overseas labor here. You're getting hand-fit steel, match-grade accuracy, and 100% red-blooded performance. While Europe's out there bragging about their soulless plastic clones, Wesson Combat quietly keeps raising the bar with custom tier guns that outshoot anything in their lane. This thing runs like a racehorse but hits like a sledgehammer. 1911 heritage, 21st century upgrades, and enough swagger to make a Glock cry. Is it pricey? Damn right it is. Freedom ain't cheap after all. But every time you rack that slide, you'll remember why we don't build like anybody else. If you're the kind of American who believes in legacy, pride, and accuracy that counts, the EDC X9 isn't an option, it's a responsibility. The Kimber Micro 9 ain't built for war zones or military flexes. It's built for your pocket, your freedom, and your right to carry like a damn patriot. A lot of folks sneer at small guns like this, but they forget it's not always about firepower. Sometimes it's about freedom without bulk. And that's what Kimber nailed here. Made in Troy, Alabama, this pistol stands for the same thing Trump said in every rally: protect your land, your family, and your constitution. It's the sleek stainless rebuttal to every anti-gun crybaby waving their signs on the sidewalk. It's beautiful, sure, but it bites. And the kind of American who carries a Micro 9 isn't scared of size. He's proud, prepared, and knows exactly how much gun he needs. Forget imports and forget drama. This is a good all-American EDC for those who still believe that God, guts, and guns are what built this country. And if you're fired up now, just wait till we hit number 8. Because the next one, it's the gun liberals pray you never find out about. Now hold on there. Before you start chanting Glock, just slow down a bit. Let me tell you something they don't want you to hear. The Hellcat Pro isn't just a good alternative, it's a damn revolution in your waistband. Built in Geneseo, Illinois by Springfield Armory, an American name rooted in musket-bearing patriots, this thing was made for modern freedom. More rounds, less print, no excuses. You're carrying 15+1 in a micro slim profile with a grip texture that actually grips. Not that soft crap, no finger slicing serrations either, just rugged all-American practicality. And yes, I've carried this instead of a Glock 19. Blasphemy? Maybe, but this is what freedom of choice looks like. President Trump once said, "We don't worship government, we worship God." Well, guess what? God gave us hands, and this fits just right. And coming up next, it's the pistol big tech doesn't want you talking about because it makes the government nervous. This ain't your granddaddy's pocket pistol, and it sure as hell wasn't made for soft hands. The 6-hour P365X Macro feels like something the founding fathers would have carried if they were walking around in 2025. And guess what? It's born right here in New Hampshire, not Austria, not Germany, not Turkey. American steel, American sweat, American firepower. Now listen, I've been carrying guns long enough to know when a pistol changes the game. The first time I drew this thing from my holster, I knew. It's slim, sure, but it punches way outside of its weight class. Ain't just for city boys or preppers either. I've seen ranchers, truckers, off-duty deputies all fall in love with it. It just fits. But here's the real reason it made this list. This is the kind of pistol that whispers freedom every time you rack the slide. No frills, no flash, just function, trust, and a mean streak that reminds you this country still builds damn good guns when it wants to. And if this pistol's sitting at number 7, just wait till you see what America's got up her sleeve next. This ain't your uncle's Glock. The effin' 509 Tactical is what happens when American grit meets battlefield demands. Born from the same design that went toe-to-toe with the U.S. Army's MHS trials, this thing was built in Columbia, South Carolina. Not overseas, not on contract for a quick buck, but right here on American soil by folks who actually give a damn. It's a gun made for those who've served or those who wish they had. Suppressor-ready barrel, optics cut straight from the factory, high-profile night sights that don't ask for permission. The effin' 509 Tactical doesn't need hype. It earned its stripes with over 1 million test rounds and keeps showing up in the hands of SWAT teams and American protectors coast to coast. You won't see it on flashy billboards or sugar-coated reviews, but trust me, the real ones already know. This is America's underdog war pistol, and if you're carrying it, you're sending a message. I don't follow the crowd, I follow the flag. Now this isn't just a pistol. This is American heritage right in your hand. The Colt 1911 Commander is the kind of sidearm that doesn't beg for attention, it demands respect. It's been carried through wars, trusted by legends, and built by a company that's as American as it gets. You want to talk values? This ain't no polymer import. This is steel, pride, and backbone straight out of West Hartford, Connecticut. The Commander variant gives you the classic 1911 power in a shorter, more carry-friendly setup, but it doesn't cut corners. You still get that crisp single-action trigger, rock-solid frame, and the 45 ACP punch that made enemies think twice. And here's the truth. While the world keeps chasing plastic pistols from countries that hate our guns, this Colt reminds you why America used to lead and can again. It's not just about the gun, it's about standing for something that matters. If you believe in God, guns, and the grit that made this country great, then this is your sidearm, period. But hold up, because the next one ain't some classic, it's a pocket-sized American brawler that foreign brands still can't compete with. This isn't just a gun, it's a red-blooded American statement. Born in Prescott, Arizona, the Ruger Max 9 is what happens when working-class firepower meets everyday carry. You want compact? You got it. But don't mistake size for weakness. This Micro 9mm holds 12 plus 1 rounds of pure American grit. If Trump were picking a pocket pistol for patriots, this would be in his rotation. It's optics ready, snack free, and built for the man who prays before dinner, votes red, and doesn't apologize for carrying. While the elites flaunt their overpriced imports, this Ruger proves that freedom comes factory installed and not imported. No gimmicks, no fluff. Just solid, dependable firepower made for folks who still believe in the Constitution. And when things get ugly, the Max 9 doesn't flinch. It protects what matters with or without permission. Carry it proud, soldier. You're not just armed, you're American. And coming up at number 3, an elite warfighter's dream, trusted worldwide, but born and bred in the land of the free. There's no single doubt left in my mind. This is America's flex. The Staccato P isn't just a pistol, it's what freedom looks like when it kicks back. Built right here, trusted by SWAT teams and elite shooters who don't flinch under pressure, this gun was never made for the average Joe at the range. It was made to win fights, real ones. You pull the trigger on this thing and it doesn't feel like a tool, it feels like a promise. A promise that no matter what foreign polymer trash tries to copy the American dream, this beast will outshoot, outlast, and outclass them all. It's red-blooded, God-fearing, law-defending firepower, the kind of gun you show your grandson one day and say, this is what we carried when America still meant something. And if that don't stir something in you, you're watching the wrong damn video. This isn't some foreign-built plastic toy. This is Smith & Wesson, and they've been making America strong long before most of these other brands even existed. Built in Massachusetts, this pistol is tough, clean, and brutally reliable. It's not here to be trendy, it's here to remind the world America still knows how to build a sidearm that wins fights. You think our enemies overseas are worried about flashy slide cuts and Cerakote finishes? Hell no. They fear the man with a weapon that works every single time. Cold, wet, dirty, whatever. That's what the M&P 9 2.0 metal brings to the table. And let me say it loud. President Trump was right when he said, we don't worship government, we worship God, and we will never surrender our American heritage. Carry this pistol, and you're part of that promise. This isn't just steel, it's backbone, it's Second Amendment energy. It's a pistol for the man who still stands when the anthem plays. And if this made it to number 2, you already know number 1 is gonna raise hell. You want a gun that screams, I back the Constitution? This is it. The Mossberg MC1sc isn't just a 9mm subcompact, it's a Declaration of Independence packed into 19 ounces. Made right here on American soil by a company that's been trusted for over 100 years, this little carry gun isn't trying to impress the coastal elites. It's for folks who work hard, pray harder, and won't be disarmed without a fight. Everything about it feels like freedom. Clear magazines so you see what's coming, slim frame so it disappears under your jacket or flannel, and no gimmicks, just a clean flat trigger and true American reliability. No foreign parts, no outsourced assembly, no apologies. Just an American company that understands why you carry. The MC1sc doesn't ask for headlines, it's built for back pocket patriots who don't trust big government, but damn well trust Mossberg. If you're still proud to say made in USA, this is your carry gun. Yes, I know, some folks are gonna throw a fit seeing this gun on the list. The 6 Sauer P320's been in the headlines for all the wrong reasons lately. Alleged accidental discharges, lawsuits, and certain federal agencies backing away from it like it's radioactive. But here's the real story. This is still one of the most battle-proven platforms ever issued to the American military. The Army chose it, the Marines train with it, and elite shooters still run it hard without failure. Does it deserve the criticism? Maybe. But don't let the noise distract you from what this gun actually delivers. Striker-fired consistency, modular fire control, and one of the best full-size carry systems for under $1,000. If you're proud of what America makes, you don't just follow headlines, you test the truth for yourself. Traitors love to cancel everything. Patriots stand their ground. The P320 might have stumbled, but it hasn't fallen, and neither has this country. There are guns designed to impress range officers, and then there's the Echelon. This pistol wasn't built for Instagram photos or gun store flexing. It was forged for the next generation of American defenders. Optics ready, modular, brutally tested, the Echelon screams one thing loud and clear: we don't follow Europe's rules anymore. Springfield didn't copy a foreign design, they rewrote the playbook right here on US soil with a serialized chassis system, direct melt optics cut, and trigger performance that rivals race guns. It fits like a 1911, hits like a truck, and never apologizes for being aggressive. And that's exactly why the media never hyped it, because it wasn't soft enough. Too military, too American, too damn good. But patriots saw it for what it is: a sidearm for the strong, the kind that makes enemies nervous and gun control lobbyists furious. This isn't just a new pistol, it's a message. We still build the best damn guns in the world, and we're not backing down. This ain't your average 1911. This is America's quiet fist behind a tailored suit. The Ed Brown executive carry doesn't scream for attention, but real men know exactly what they're looking at. Hand fit slide, no MIM, no shortcuts. Just 100% American steel forged by a family of gunsmiths who don't give a damn what the industry thinks. They care what the founding fathers would carry if they walked among us today. You want high tolerances? Try a slide that feels like it's gliding on glass. You want reliability? Try 2,000 rounds through a gun that was hand-built by people who've done this for generations. It's not meant for the masses, it's meant for those who demand excellence and not excuses. You won't find this on big box shelves. You won't hear politicians talk about it, but this pistol, this stands as proof that American craftsmanship still means something. While the rest of the world pushes polymers and gimmicks, Ed Brown builds heirlooms that fight back, because sometimes the most dangerous gun in the room is also the classiest. And if you think this was premium, wait till you see what Remington once tried to do before it all fell apart. Bonus 4 is up next. Remington used to mean something. This wasn't just a gun company, it was the heartbeat of American firearm manufacturing. They made rifles for soldiers, shotguns for hunters, and pistols like the R1 for men who still believed in steel and sweat. Then came the boardroom traders. Cheap outsourcing, bad leadership, and foreign hands got in the mix. And just like that, the giant fell. But before it all went to hell, they gave us the R1, a full steel 1911 built with old school pride. No plastic shortcuts, no gimmicks, just a clean classic slab of American craftsmanship that hits like a freight train and feels like history right in your hands. The R1 may not have been perfect and it's not modern, but it meant something. It's a relic of the era where guns were built by Americans for Americans, not cooked up in a lab to impress a European reviewer. If you own one, it's not just a gun, it's a reminder of what we lost and maybe what we still need to fight for. Now this is no relic. The Kimber R7 Mako is born and bred in Alabama, where folks still know the value of hard work and tight groups. This isn't your average Micro 9. It's got full optics readiness, 11+1 or 13+1 capacity, and a sealed ejection port that'll make you wonder why other American companies haven't caught up yet. Kimber took a risk stepping outside their 1911 comfort zone, and let's be honest, not everything landed clean. The early batches had some hiccups to them, but they listened, fixed it, and now, the R7 Mako's one of the most underrated carry guns on the market today, straight out of Yonkers' spiritual successor shop in Troy. Feels like holding a red state answer to every overhyped foreign Micro 9 out there. This one's sharp, durable, and unapologetically American. You can slap an optic on it, pocket it, or use it for daily carry. it'll hold its own just fine. And that wraps up our US Made in America tribute. But if you think this list had too many safe picks, wait till next time. We're naming the most overrated American pistols people still fall for in 2025. Honestly, most folks these days are chasing trends, plastic frames, flashy red dots, and whatever's hot on the gram. But the real ones, we know what matters. We want guns that last longer than the headlines, run when things go sideways, and remind us why American craftsmanship still matters. You've just seen 10 handguns that still carry that legacy forward, built right here by people who still give a damn. And whether you're caring for defense, competition, or just holding on to something real in a world full of knockoffs, every one of these picks proves we're not done yet. So the next time you're shopping for a pistol, ask yourself, are you buying hype or are you buying history? Because in 2025, it's not just about shooting straight, it's about standing for something. Buy American, shoot American, and keep making America great again. This has been Steve, and I'll see you in the next one.